That's right. Away. I know. I know things ain't really adding up. I know things really need to be discussed. I know the world ain't really made for us. I know it's gonna be dangerous. I know things ain't really adding up. I know things really need to be discussed. I know the road ain't really made for us. I know it's gonna be dangerous.
Let's quickly talk about legends and why they all die. Trying to survive, trying to reach the utmost high. Why the oppression is something that they defy. In an era where they take it from you and leave you dry. No questions asked. On a daily, my people all harassed. They're quick to tell you that we can't pass. The system's already broken, can't be fixed with a cat. And information is all hidden by the past. They want you to kneel, and I ain't saying no mask. Headed down the road with your tires slashed. They're trying to wet you once the fire's already passed. In an era where the status equals your class. Some go to school and still act like trash. My words hit harder than two cars that crash. Gotta keep your head on a swivel on a task. But respect is what represents your ass.
I know things ain't really adding up. I know things really need to be discussed. I know the world ain't really made for us. I know it's gonna be dangerous. I know things ain't really adding up. I know things really need to be discussed. I know the road ain't really made for us. I know it's gonna be dangerous.
So many trucks in the streets, so many demons and beasts. La vida no vale nada, solo nos queda morir. La sociedad es una mierda, las minorías en list. En all these motherfucking ricos no nos dejan en peace. Un nuevo régimen y le llamamos secuestro. This is my life and I'm cursed, por eso queda lo nuestro. I introduce you to my world where the shit is hard. Real lack of opportunities, the crime is dark. Muchos locos en las calles, so we watch your back and protect your neck like the Wu-Tang Clan. Keep your eyes on your goals, don't forget where you are. Y la humildad nunca se olvida, siempre vas a ganar.
I know things ain't really adding up. I know things really need to be discussed. I know the world ain't really made for us. I know it's gonna be dangerous. I know things ain't really adding up. I know things really need to be discussed. I know the road ain't really made for us. I know it's gonna be dangerous. Not much value. Value, no. Time moving. Not much value.
You were tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggingdaily.com. This is The Way Radio, broadcasting live.
Yeah.
Hotbox Studios, Northeast Los Angeles. As always, I know that you should know that we got special guests in studio. And today, have the pleasure of introducing to This is The Way Radio, Owen, live in the spot.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, I was going to throw that, but we don't have that.
What up? Thank
Welcome.
you for having me.
No, thank you for coming through, man. Thank you for coming through.
Man, anytime, man. It's been a minute since the barbershop.
It's been a good minute, brother. Good minute.
Always good to see family, know what I mean?
Yes,
good
sir.
to see that you, not you, but everybody made it. Some of us didn't make it, unfortunately.
I feel you.
Damn COVID.
I feel you.
Nobody cough on me. I take it personal now. If you're hitting the blunt with me and you cough, I take it personal.
I feel you.
I
on
start
that
to
one.
look at you like, what the?
Man, for those that don't know, it's been a good minute, man. But for those that don't know and those that should know, because they should know, why don't you break it down? Who is Owen, man? Who is Owen?
Man, Owen is this dude with the beard right here that you're looking at. We do a lot of hip hop shows. Right now we're on a little pause because shout out to Pause One. But we're on a little break till maybe February or March, where we're gonna do another run to South by Southwest.
Nice.
And we're gonna do a run to Europe. As I was telling you, like the whole Europe situation. Yeah, we got more Barcelona and Spain added to it, so now it's looking like maybe 6 to 8 day run.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
so yeah,
Nice.
yeah, you know, we throw hip hop shows. We try to put people on. If you're an artist that wants to be put on, there's different avenues of how to be put on. So there's a lot of ways to do artist development now, especially with social media.
Yeah.
And we just tell people to do it wisely. You know, you don't have to. Not every business is good business. You know, and
I agree.
unfortunately, like, you know, when we're coming into the industry, it's like hard to understand that. But now I'm looking at it 10 years in as far as an artist, and then 10 years throwing shows as a promoter, you know. The objective is always just to, one, have people have a great time, and two is for artists that don't have a platform, that's your platform. You
Yep.
know, I never had a platform, so that was the goal when we started this, just to make a platform. At that time, it was like a lot of Sean Healy. It was Sean Healy. He like power played the whole industry, and not
For hold on, for those that don't know, Sean Healy is
he's a promoter.
out here in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
that,
but
you know,
he's also a promoter in Chicago, in New York, in
okay.
Miami. This dude is, and you know, he's like, I look up to him because he influenced me in such a way that, so my idea with Do It For Music was do everything opposite of what he was doing.
Yeah.
And at that time, you know, in 5 year span, we threw over 600 shows, no pay to play, no ticket sales, no deposits. It was literally just building with different artists. And, you know, now it's different because now we have social media, and social media is different because back then we had social media, but nobody was utilizing it as what it is now.
Yeah.
Now it's like
it's its own tool, its own weapon.
yeah, because you could create your own catalog just off just being online, just making a database of what you've been doing, and that in itself is a catalog, you know.
Yeah.
And now since social media is such at the fingertips, people want to know everything about you, not just do you rap. They want to know, did you have a good day today?
Yeah.
Did you have do you get anxiety? You know, they want to know, are you real? You know, do you struggle for rent? Because 95% of the people in the United States are struggling for rent. So if you're not struggling, I don't know. Me and you don't. We can't. We don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I've been struggling all my life, and that's why I react to the struggle. You know.
Yeah.
And that. So, and you know, we want to do more hip hop shows. We honestly do. But just right now with the whole social media, it kind of we're in a pivotal point where it's like you could do an online show and kind of even get more out of the online show than doing a show outside, you know.
Yeah.
Because the show that you do online is gonna still live online. The catalog is gonna be there.
Yeah.
You do a show out there, yeah, people are gonna come, but that's it. If they don't post no pictures, if they don't talk about it, then that is irrelevant. It just happened,
Yeah.
you know. And that's kind of like a big problem that we have, because we put so much footwork that we weren't really like trying to leave a digital imprint.
Yeah.
We're telling people as artist development, you gotta do this, but we're so concerned, and we've been doing out of state shows the last almost 10 years, 8 years. And 2014 was the first year I went to Santa Fe. Shout out to Bishop Underdog. He was the first person who brought me out there, who gave me a paid show, like
Nice.
as a MC, you know.
Yeah.
And the only reason, because he saw me going to South by Southwest. So of course, looking forward now, I do business with him still to this day.
Yeah.
And because I took that chance on dude, he was able to give me 8 different cities, like,
Nice.
because of that, you know.
Nice.
So yeah, shout out to everybody in Albuquerque, everybody in Santa Fe, everybody in Zuni, New Mexico, everybody in Farmington. You know, these people have, man, everybody in Utah. Shout out to Mescal in Utah. That dude, he used to be in in Fresno. He used to be also in Riverside, repping the IE, but he moved to Utah. You know, when you're good to people, people remember that shit. And first thing he did when he got to Utah, he was like, "Yo, oh, I got a venue. You down to throw a show?" I was like, "Say less, say less. I'm a drive. I'm a drive." And we took Tash, we took Elder Sensei. I mean, we did multiple runs because of that, man. You know, so that, you know, when you do just good business, or not even business, just if you're honest with your word will, you know, go along with and you know, there's certain people that, like Bishop Underdog, this fool Eckham is another dude from Albuquerque. That dude, these people are like my brothers, man. They put on for my brand more than I put on for my brand, and it's sad, because I should be putting more work, but these motherfuckers
but I would say though, you're building the brand, and it's almost like what they put on the brand is branching out and building it in another area, because your concentration is Los Angeles,
man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, at the end of the day, if I could have another Eckham, if I could have another Mezcal, if I could have another Bishop, if I could have one of those people in every city, it's over. Yeah. And that's what ended up happening. So when we went to Europe, we met up with Wacko. We've not always been cool, but we met through like blessing of God. Man, I told you the story.
Yeah, you told me the story, man.
So like I can't with him, it's been so genuine. So like I'll call him, and he's like 12 hours difference, you know. So I'll call him and I'll be like, "Yo, I need some beats because I could possibly pitch this to this artist." And he's like, "All right." So mind you, like right before COVID, there was like we're about to bring people, like 10 artists from the United States, fly them out to Sweden for a festival, and then COVID hit. So this shit has been like in the works ever since then.
Yeah.
So right now in September, it was supposed to take fruition, but we pulled back. Just, you know, we already waited. Like the hardest thing was getting through the COVID part. You know? So now it's like, okay, let people are barely starting to get like that little confidence of going back out.
What is it? We all gotta acclimate ourselves back to society.
Man, yo, man. So these last COVID was they brainwashed everybody. So I don't want to say use the word institutionalized, because that's but they're like literally, like they told you to be scared of your neighbor. Think about how that is. So it's like a witchcraft. It was a witchcraft. So you would even be scared of your parents because you thought they were sick. How psychologically fucking detached are we to each other that we could think like that, you know? And that was happening on a daily. Yeah. That was, you know. Oh, hey, shout out to Big Herc, man. That's my G, and like you know, everything. Oh man, you know, in this game, when you good to people good to you, and my brother knows that this is what I love to do.
Word up.
That will hit me. Yo, I want to start doing shows again. I'm like, say less.
Yeah.
Say less, because you know, like the hardest thing to do is find somebody that's hungry.
Yeah.
Because everything else you can train. You can train someone to move and be consistent, but you can't train somebody to get up and want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and Herc got that. Herc's hungry. So while he's hungry, we can make movidas. We're like, man. So what I've learned about this hip hop game is that it's all strategy. You know, it's all strategy, and if you implement the right things at the right time, you can make good moves. So if we do a headliner show, say with somebody that's crazy, cracking or popping, or you know, and we just throw him next to him, just out barring him or being in that realm, that he has enough energy to grab fans. And at the end of the day, man, when you're, and we're talking about this, when you're out of the state, you see how much people appreciate you.
Yeah.
So, like a person like her, he needs to be in Texas, he needs to be in New Orleans, he needs to be in Arizona.
Yeah.
People out there like us, genuinely want to hear LA rap. But
Well, I think they appreciate the culture more. We're saturated out here. That's always been my thing. We're just saturated.
Man,
It's too easy for us.
yeah, you know what? There's too much bullshit, and
I agree.
not to say that like, because like someone could say my shit is bullshit, and I agree. You know, everybody has a right to opinion, but there's like, we can agree that there's like levels to this, and some people are like not polished, and some of these people that are not polished, these are the people that are like cracking on TikTok or cracking on Instagram, and it's like, man, have you even heard them freestyle?
Yeah.
They can't.
Well, you know what? Everything. I hate being that old head. Oh, he's an old head.
Nah,
But
man.
Everything's a gimmick, dog.
Man,
Everything's a gimmick.
Man,
and I don't. And for me, it shouldn't be a gimmick.
man, look, it's so crazy that like, I hate to say that it is, but people really feel it in their heart, like they have to do something to prove that they're that.
Yeah.
And I'm man, I had certain people, and mind you, I've done tours with like a lot of names. I'm talking about a headliner that's like as big as it gets. That fool in my own house is talking about like, I see the insecurity, and I'm not gonna name drop who it is. I'll talk to you after and tell you respectfully.
Yeah, the best conversations are always when the mics are off.
Yeah, you know, because you know I don't like to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm just being honest. It's crazy because you see people's insecurities and you're like, to me, I'm like, man, this is rap. I just do this because this is what I do. I like to be on stage. I like to rap. I like to freestyle. I like to hear good freestyles. I like to see how people become successful in their craft.
Yeah.
That the whole artist development part, I did it for 10 years. So it's like, I can't just, I have a 9 to 5 now. I can't just leave it because this is instilled in me. I still every day freestyle on beats. I still, but now shit has to just make sense. You know, because look, what the hardship that I've learned is that we take time from our families expecting this to pay us.
And I think that's the biggest mistake.
The expectation, because now the expectation, the only one that's like, is the person expecting that gets hurt when it doesn't get there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the problem. If you should be doing it willingly, because that's you, not because you think that's the way to like get out of financial freedom, not because you think this is like fucking a lane, you know. Nah, like I believe a track record is always gonna show. So if you just put your work, shit's gonna hit. And especially now with social media, just stay consistent. Stay persistent, because there's 100 dudes, 1,000 dudes right behind you that are willing to freestyle every day, go on Twitter every day, go on Instagram every day, go on SoundCloud every day, go on every platform just because you won't. So it's a race. It's literally a race. So right now for artists that have fans, put your ego aside and start talking to your fans, because these are the people that you have to monetize, because they want to support you. So if you have a solid, man, it starts with 5 people. We done had shows already in Sweden. In Sweden, when I performed for 80 people, that that to me, that might be an L for people. For me, they flew me out. A Guatemalteco from Los Angeles, looking like this, you know, got flown out.
Yeah.
Awesome, you know. So, yeah, we're here. You know,
That's what's up.
we're gonna do now. It's smarter, not harder. You know,
Got it.
we used to, and that's what I mean. Try so hard just to get to fit in. When at the end of the day, it didn't even matter. We're just doing this regardless.
Yeah.
So, and then why didn't it matter? Because when we went to other states, we did the same thing. That's how we get down. And people don't freestyle no more. People, we're in a like age where like, if you're an artist, I know you want to sound like 1,000% every time, and you want to spit those written bars, and that's good. But my interaction with people when I've been in other states and I've done like over 100 shows out of state is people like when you talk to them freestyling, when you're being genuine. And it's not that you're not being genuine when you're spitting writtens, because you want them to like the best of your shit.
Yeah.
But they want to know that you're human. You're just like them. That's why they're standing next
Message.
to you. Man, I swear.
Message.
I swear. People just need to be themselves, man.
Word up. We gotta get into another track right here, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Introduce this one real quick. Eri, talk about it.
Eri, all right, my brother Noción Directa. All these tracks, man, they ain't really released because of the COVID thing. But this song is with Noción Directa made a beat. He's the first verse, I'm the second verse. And yeah, drop it, por favor. DiggingDailyLA.com.
No traigo manzana, no pide mordida. Mi vida loca, bien pinche podrida. Pero me vale todo, tus memorias son mi oro. La neta ni ocupo fotos, necesitas estos ojos. Corazón lo tengo roto, ya pagué el pinche moto. Acelerado como moto, casi choco por la foto. ¿Cómo quieres verla? Si estás tú ciega, la verdad lo niega. ¿Cómo quieres detenerla? ¿Cómo quieres verla? Si estás tú ciega, la verdad lo niega. ¿Cómo quieres detenerla? No,
Noción.
No.
Hey. I put blood, sweat, and tears trying to get shit in gear. Juggling life's fears, gotta adapt right here. Boogeyman inside the mirror, you gotta add it, I make it clear. Competition to me, I don't have none right here. Respect to pioneers, please give me your ears. All doubts, I make them disappear. The buck stops here. Fall or near, most give up before they see the top tier. You gotta be able to face the person that's inside of the mirror. It's hard to say love when we're programmed not to be close. It's slow process when you're learning who's really your foes. We've been walking, balancing life on tightrope. You lean on most, I don't lean on no high hope. Quick to push a ladder off attached to a tightrope. You ops is the same thing as 5-0. I just like people that feel so damn entitled. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
¿Cómo quieres verla? Si estás tú ciega, la verdad lo niega. ¿Cómo quieres detenerla? ¿Cómo quieres verla? Si estás tú ciega, la verdad lo niega. ¿Cómo quieres detenerla? No. Hey.
You were tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only www.diggingdaily.com. This is The Way Radio, broadcasting live right here, Hotbox Studios, Northeast Los Angeles. Owen live in studio.
Hey man, thank you for first of all the hospitality.
Oh, no doubt, dog. That's how
Second,
we do.
man, the pre-roll. What?
Oh, digging daily pre-rolls, homeboy. We on some next level shit right here, dog. We entrepreneurs.
Hey man, already, man. I was telling you, this production is dope as fuck.
Thank you,
man.
Thank you. You know what? We gotta give big ups Boxer Hot Box Studios, Northeast Los Angeles, for holding
Hey,
it down for
yeah,
us.
gracias, my G. This shit
Without his continued support, we would
gracias, man.
we'd be chilling somewhere
Yeah.
just getting drunk.
Hey man, no, but like, all right, so let's talk about it. You guys have been fucking putting on for the underground scene forever,
Since 2004, homie.
forever.
Yeah, forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
So I started in like maybe like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
So like since I started, I was like, dang, these motherfuckers put in work.
Got to, homie.
So like let me just, man, all right, to be 1,000 and nobody knows this. Like, nope, this is like live and exclusive with y'all.
Yeah.
So when I started doing this shit, before the Do It For Music, I only had the I Found Owen, and it was called Super Cheese Productions.
Yeah.
So at that time, I would go home and I would always like brainstorm and write shit down. And my sister one time caught me, and she's like, "Dude, why are you writing those people's names?" And I was like, "Watch, I'm gonna be good with these people. and I'm gonna make some movidas, and like at one point we're gonna make moves." And I'm telling her this, and she's like, "Why the fuck you want to do that? Blah blah blah. You don't have to do that. Think about, like, just do you. Don't." And it's crazy because like I understand what she was telling me, but I also understood the drive that I had at that time. Nobody could tell me that I wasn't not hip hop.
Yeah.
Or not about the culture.
Yeah.
Or not about an artist, when I was like the biggest fucking advocate of let's stop the bullshit. And to the point where like I even had like I remember one time me and Tumex we talked, and I wanted to book him for a show, but at that time, you know, I didn't do pay to play. So I was like, "Yo, how do we do this?" And he was like, "We can't." And I was like, "No, I get it, you know, but there's gonna be a point where this following, this like organic following, will have enough people that you will rock, you know."
Yeah.
So, and he was like, "If you get to that point, I'll give you a good ticket. Don't even worry about it."
Yeah.
1 year later, and Do It For Music, that fool gave me the opportunity. And he gave me like, man, when I say, it's crazy now because like I used to penny pinch with artists and be like, "Nah, I don't want to pay you that." And not because I didn't want to pay them that, but just because I thought that I didn't have to pay people, because I was so like hip hop and like, we should be hip hop, like we don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But then I was making no money the whole time. I was doing shit, not making no money, and I like, dude, it took me 6 years to start doing one pay to play show.
Yeah.
The moment I did a one pay to play show, I had crazy like 50 people hate me, and these people were the people that I was putting on, and I was like, it's crazy. So now that I like better production, now you're gonna be upset because I can't put you on because I have to pay other people.
Well, the thing is that at the end of the day, when no matter what you're doing, you know, people are always gonna hate because
damned if you do,
switched
damned
up,
if you
you
don't.
switched up, or you did this, or you're not doing that. And you know what? At the end of the day, just do what you do to make yourself happy, dog. That's it. Just do what you gotta do to make yourself happy.
Yeah. And right now, man, I believe, shout out to my kids, I'm the happiest ever in my life.
That's what's up, man. That's what's
Musically, I'm fucking, I enjoy the position I'm in because we get to dictate what we do. So like, there's artists that like don't know how to go about things. We've already done this, and not only like once. I done made tours for like, dang.
So hold on, let me ask you this: Do It For The Music. Where'd you come up with the name for Do It For The Music?
Man, easy. Man, you know how? Look, everybody had clicks.
Yeah.
y'all had a click. B-side had a click. Fucking underground hip hop had a click.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, if I make something, it has to be one, genuine to what I'm doing, you know, and two, that big of like, it has to be vague where everybody fucks with it.
Yeah.
Not just one person, everybody. Because this is how I feel. Like the way I feel about music is like that shit should be free. But
Yeah.
we're just not there yet where we can financially be we can't, if we don't get paid, we don't survive. And
Yeah.
you see it with artists. They start doing other things, trapping, etc., etc. When that's not your occupation. That's not what you do. You are a musician, but you're forced to change your hat because you can't be a musician, and that's the saddest part. So now that like even with like the last move that I made with the South by Southwest, so I got a sponsor pretty much to sponsor all the gas, all the hotels, and pretty much I took 5 artists and everybody went free. And that part, like, even those moves, like, you know, when you bring things into fruition and you when you speak something, you're speaking into life. So I'll give you the example. At that time, South by Southwest, I had done a show, and I did a show at it was in the Witch's Brew. So I'm at that show, and I do a flyer for the next show. It's like in a month, and it's around South by Southwest. So because it was around by South by Southwest, I just put on the flyer, headed to South by Southwest.
Yeah.
What happened because of that? Literally, I got like 200 or 400 texts, emails, IG tags, DMs. Every artist wanted to go.
Yeah.
Every artist. And I'm talking about artists that don't fuck with me. They be like, yo, man, what's up, man? Let's go, blah, blah. And it's like, you don't even, not once I seen you share Do It For Music. Like, it's all right. I get it. But I recognize and move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that shit, I started getting calls from other promoters in other cities and other states. Like, yo, you're coming through? I'll give you this day. I'll give you that day. So by the time I look at it, I was already 7 shows deep without even fucking trying.
Yeah.
And then I get the like the little kite. Somebody tells me, yo, so and so wants to talk to you. He has a tour and he wants you to hop on his tour. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah. And I'm like, I start looking it up. I'm like, is this? And to name drop, shout out to Abstract Rude. They're like, yo, Abstract Rude's trying to get a hold of you. I'm like, no, he's not. He has my number.
Yeah.
He could get a hold of me. And no, but I guess he had lost his phone and he didn't have my number. So we're going back and forth on Instagram, and he's like, he has like 15-day tour, which is like shitting on my tour because mine is like a 7-day, but still it's my tour, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like compelled to, like, he's like telling me about his tour and he wants us to hop on his tour, but I just can't leave my tour because it's what I fucking put work into, you know.
Yeah, it's yours, and it's you. It's yours.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's yours. Yeah.
I'm not a fucking co-headliner or perform whenever you want me to perform.
Yeah.
That doesn't work for me. As an artist, I always put everybody on. But when I feel like I need to show my worth, I want to show my worth.
Word up.
And that part, man, I like spitting. And sometimes I be getting offended when I hear these whack rappers. Nah, man, I'm just man.
Hey, keep it at 100, homie. Keep it at 100.
Man, you know, yeah, that part.
How'd you come up with the name Owen?
Man, my first name is Owen.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Owen. But So Owen is OHWHEN. So today, tomorrow, and every day. This is what we are. We're gonna be the same thing. You met us like this, you're gonna find us like this. Man, if you want to work, let's work. We could build mountains. We could fucking move everything.
Word up.
And it's, I'm telling you, it's possible because, man, we done made such an impact, and it was with no money. Now we got a little bit of change. You don't think we can make fucking that part? Yo, shout out to y'all first of all for fucking even entertaining my hip hopness, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we documenting the culture, dog, and you're a big vital piece of the culture. Bro.
Hey,
so how would we not bring you in?
Hey, but for the culture, man, I had to rock the Unity hat on today. You know, shout out to Rec, man. That motherfucker was my brother, motherfucker. Man, we just lost this producer too, man. Yeah. Dang, that shit was sad as fuck, man. You know, I don't know why our friends are dying or why we're living to see them, you know, go. But that shit's sad as fuck. Because with these people, I done had genuine conversations, and you know, yeah, it's sad, man. You know, I got a twin brother. That he's the one who called me. I was at work, and he's like, "Yo, fool, this fool passed away." I'm like, "What? What the fuck you talking about?"
Yeah, I saw it on the post, and I was like, "No fucking way."
Man, that shit made me cry. I was like, "Fuck, man." That like, man, that shit was a tearjerker, man. You know, the other person that hit me deep, man, this motherfucker, DJ Test. I had talked to him the night before. Yeah, and then like, man, so I just have flown back from Sweden. We had the dude from Sweden. He was gonna record a track with Sig Jackin and DJ Tess. He had maneuvered it, and he was gonna make it happen. So I'm talking to him, and he calls me, and he's like, "Yo, my bad, brother. I fucking forgot, but come tomorrow. We're gonna be right here at the studio. Don't even worry about it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Bro, you never have to apologize." And it's so crazy because I'm like, "Bro, you never have to apologize. You know me so long, like, fool, don't even try." He's like, "All right, I'll see you tomorrow." 12 hours later, I fucking get the call. And I'm like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck is..." Yeah, it's just crazy. You know, value what I gotta say, value your friendships, the people that you have around you. If you don't tell them you care about them, you're a fool.
I agree on that statement. Man. That's the true statement right there. What is it? There's nothing homo about telling your homie that you got love from.
Man, it's foolish. We're in such a different time. You know, I done seen easy like 15 hip hop homies and I've known for the last 10 years pass away, and that shit is crazy, bro. COVID fucking was a government fucking whatever.
Don't get the channel shut down, dog. Don't get the channel shut down.
Hey, I smoke weed. Big chains.
Hey, dumb it down a little bit.
So yeah, if you throw a beat, man, I really dumb it down.
Let me ask you this, Owen. How many albums you actually got out right now? How many albums you have all together?
Not even. I have one. Actually, no. Look, man, online, none. But albums that we sold every time we were on tour, maybe like 6 different ones.
Crazy.
Songs that I have online, maybe like 5.
Yeah.
How many times I've...
So hold on. How do you make a career, or how do you make a career touring with 5 songs?
Because I perform.
Ah, shit, that's what's up.
Because I leave you wanting to hear more.
Yeah.
I'll say like there's an art in performing, and there's an art in just being yourself.
Yeah.
And in this industry, a lot of people are not themselves. So me, that I freestyle every day, that man, I'm in the struggle as much as everybody else.
Yeah.
Like as much as I am getting to where I am, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not even close. And why? Because I still got a lot of homies that got to be where I got to be.
That's
For
what's
me
up.
to feel comfortable,
That's what's up.
where we're done. You know
That's
what I
what's
mean?
up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Raw hip hop.
Hey man, this hip hop changed my life because hip hop allowed me to trust other people that I didn't trust, that I didn't know, and you know, I trusted people outside of the state, outside of the, you know, in different cities, and I would be like, yo, get me this venue, and they would get it for me, and I would take a whole production of people on hope.
Yeah.
And it would happen, and fucking now we're 10 years in, you know, and now like we have venues from San Francisco all the way to Washington, all the way to Arizona, all the way to Texas. We got like a sprinkle 5 in like Miami, Orlando, Key West, but still we haven't touched the East Coast.
Yeah.
We've touched Europe, which we're gonna go back right now, probably in, I would say, right after South by Southwest, so like the 3rd week of March. But yeah,
Nice.
yeah, expect that. Expect the album soon. Expect a lot of visuals. We only have one visual ever online, so if you look for it, you're gonna find it. There's
It
only
ain't there. It ain't
one.
that hard. It ain't that hard. Next track we're gonna get into right here, raw hip hop. Talk
Yeah.
about that. Introduce that for us.
Raw hip hop, man. The bars speak for itself. You know, I'm really about lyrics. So yeah, hopefully you like them.
I come from the era known for the real spit. You can picture what I'm saying like a hieroglyph. The world's amusement more twisted than a pretzel twist. All these clowns claim the crown, but I am it. High is legit, I stay lit, eyes like slit. Sharp I spit, daggers I spit. Mohawk, skulls get split. Let's talk, catch my drip. Catch the beat with no myth. This half-wits are unfit. Redundant, dumb shit. Hypocrites around only while they benefit. One mental bit, send them to their bottomless pit. Now it's back to the script. Now this is how a track gets flipped. We are who we are and it won't stop. A MC and a beat that simply drops. Say it with me, turn it up a notch. We are who we are, is that raw hip hop? We are who we are and it won't stop. A MC and a beat that simply drops. Say it with me, turn it up a notch. We are who we are, that raw hip hop. Keep it old school like Elmer's glue. The music make you throw it up like Bill remix with food. The proof you could catch it hands free like Bluetooth. I swing on track just like I was Babe Ruth. Run over crews, you clickbait, just report fake news. I stay higher than any of your air crews. It's unfair, you will get destroyed. Anyone you compare to, beware fool. My thoughts easily prepare you. Eyes closed, I make all my horseshoes. For example, if you're in front, you get trampled. The era where you get canceled. You can't mess with the faction even if it's your last wish. All your acting got you hooked on every word like a catfish. We are who we are and it won't stop. A MC and a beat that simply drops. Say it with me, turn it up a notch. We are who we are, is that raw hip hop? We are who we are and it won't stop. A MC and a beat that simply drops. Say it with me, turn it up a notch. We are who we are.
You were tuned in to the freshest, the dopest, the one and only.
DiggingDaily.com.
You got it right there. Owen live in the spot.
Sir.
Oh shit! Let me ask you this, Owen,
Yes, sir.
in your experience of being able to perform in another country,
Yeah.
multiple states, where's the best spot to perform in your point of view?
Dang. I mean, I gotta say, definitely Gothenburg, because that they had a school which I performed for, and I had a seminar, so it was like amazing.
Shit,
But
crazy.
I have to say, Albuquerque, man. Everybody in
Yeah.
Albuquerque, I got mad love for everybody in Albuquerque. You don't understand when we go out there, there's so much love. Shout out to Master Ceremony. That's he throws like a lot of shows that are like the it show, you know. And he does a lot of shows in Denver and El Paso and all through the like mid, you know. But he's such a G. He'll be like, yo, oh, I got this. You want to come out? I got your flight. And I'm like, and you know, he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to do that at all. But he knows that, like, man, on some, we just, and any opportunity I get, I tell them, like, yo, man, I have this on the table. And that's what, like, a lot of people, usually when I get opportunities, first thing I do is I bring it to the table. And what I mean is, like, I hit up the people that been around me the most, like, yo, man, we can make this happen. But, I've noticed in order to be successful, you have to have people thinking and knowing it's successful. So their mindset has to change. You can't have someone, oh, but no, that dude needs to be outside. That dude, you know, it takes one person to like tarnish what you're doing. Especially because what you're thinking or what you're trying to do is so pure that it's you know, you can't have people that are you can have people that are skeptical, and to have you aware of, like, okay, this is a possibility, but you have to have people that are genuinely gonna support you, not be yes man or yes ma'ams or fucking yes sir, you know, but be genuine, like, yo, you think this is gonna work? Yeah, dog. Or no, we're not gonna be able to complete this, because at the end of the day, we want the same thing. So that's the biggest thing that I'll do it for music. I told every artist that has ever worked with me, look, if you push the brand, that's just the door to open up everything else. The brand is so vague that it's already opened the doors in schools. We did the farmers market, and we were there for a whole year, you know. That in itself, like, we were giving people city acknowledgements for performing, you know. The fact that, like, one, we could have the city of East Los, which is like Chicano fucking heritage, is like rooted, deeply rooted, you know. To have them fuck with our hip hop, like, I fuck with hip hop. I'm not doing fucking gang banging music. I'm not, to each his own, to everybody, but I'm trying to, like, I spit in front of my kids. My kids have to know that whatever I say is consciously aware, something they need to know. You know, because right now there's a lot of shit, you know. We're just in the era where the more dumb or the more perverted a song sounds, the more it gets played, and whatever. If that's the case, it is what it is. But there's still people that appreciate real music or, you know, conscious hip hop, you know, and we're right there. We're swinging for you. If you want to hear that, we got something for you. If you want to hear some bars, we got something for you.
Hell yeah. Let me ask you this, man. Artists, I mean, when's the next Do It For The Music event gonna happen?
Man, the next one that happens, like, I've had, this is a good question. So, it's whenever we want, really. I can throw a show tomorrow if I wanted to, but it would be like me not giving it justice if I just do a show that I want to promote for one day, you know. So that's why I believe now, like, if you're gonna do something, like, really set the mark and, like, really push towards it. So that's why I was also, like, kind of adamant with these, like, last shows to be festivals and bigger productions, just because I didn't want, I'm tired of the everyday shows. I like them because I like be in the interaction, but I don't like them because of where they're headed.
But you gotta, but as a promoter, same way like an artist, you gotta grow. You gotta grow your venues.
Oh,
you gotta grow your
yeah.
shows. You gotta,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
you can't get, you don't want to get typecast as just doing,
Yeah,
you know, a certain type of show.
yeah, and then that you see, and then you can't also just do one city.
Yeah,
Because that's what a lot of people are like, you know, they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this till my city hears me out.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is that the city will grow older before they hear you out,
yeah,
you know, because they're not there to hear you out. So you have to go to cities that are hearing people out to be heard. So that's why I found, like, you know, after the whole COVID, which is like a lot of cities, they started implement art walks, which they started copying. Like, we started doing that way before the
Yeah.
COVID thing, you know.
yeah,
But
yeah.
these cities like Albuquerque, they never had them, or as they might have had them, but they weren't like a big deal. And now, first Friday of every month, if you go to Albuquerque, they have an art walk that day.
Yeah.
And like, if you're anybody in or affiliated in the hip hop scene, you're at that art walk. So you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of what was it called? Beat Swami.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
That-
okay. Yeah.
That's what it reminded me. Because you know how Beat Swami, you would see everybody.
You see everybody. You,
And
had
you
your-
know,
you had
you
your
see-
vendors, you had your
Yeah,
hip-hop
you see people
heads.
that don't get along with each other
Yeah.
still being there cordial.
Yeah.
You know, and how, like, look, that's how it should be. We're already, everybody's grown. Like, we're, man.
But we
There's-
ain't commercial hip hop where we gotta beef with each other. And shit,
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Where
Yeah, but you know
we
how,
gotta pump up this fucking.
yeah, but you know
image,
how
dog.
the underground be as mainstream as we think, you know,
Yeah.
because a lot of the underground is like ego shit, you know, and I say ego shit because they'll be like, oh yeah, they'll post something, get 1,000 views, 1,000 likes, bam. Motherfucker only got 2 people that were trying to get through a door, and both of those are like, yo, can I get it free?
yeah.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah, yeah.
I done seen people with fucking accounts of 80,000,
Yeah.
100,000 not bring 5 people, and it's like, bro, if I call rappers right now, I could bring fucking 50.
Yeah.
Like, if I tell them you get a free slot in Europe, I get 1,000.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I'll be honest with you. That's why I will say I'm genuinely thankful to all of our supporters that add us. We don't have a fake profile where there's like 10,000, 30,000, 25,000 followers, and
Yeah.
then you look at the likes, there's only like 2 likes.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
man.
I'm grateful for every follower
Yeah.
we have.
Hey, man.
They're legit. It's
Ma-
legit.
Yeah, me too. Man, all that shit, if you look at all my followers, all rappers.
Yeah.
All rappers. Every type of rap, and for some reason, you know, at one point, it's like rappers knew that we like had shows, you know,
Yeah.
because, dude, I could show you DMs of thirsty rappers. Like, I'm talking about, saying, you know, have some self-control, man.
Yeah.
Damn it. Nah, but on some real shit, this what you guys do as a platform is imperative because it's leaving a narrative for people to see.
Yeah.
People already know it's happened, you know, but not till it's dictated and spoken that people really give like appreciation to what it is. So thank you for highlighting
doubt.
what we do because for all we've been doing is putting people on, just trying to make it to a, you know, not even next level because I don't even see it at next level. I just want to see more global level, you
Yeah.
know, and because that's where, like, from my experience, even when I was, dude, I was only in London one day. Man, it's dope. People fuck with you.
Yeah.
And not saying that people don't fuck with me out here because people do, and I don't have music out. That's why I know it's like it's bigger than social media
Yeah.
because it's on genuine shit, you know. Yeah, but I will be dropping shit real soon.
Dope album or just tracks?
Tracks and albums because I have to drop a project with a dude from Sweden.
Yeah.
So
With
that's
Wacko, right?
Yeah, with Wacko.
Word.
Shout out to Wacko. Yeah, Wacko. Shout out to Free Houston. That's the organization that brought us out. Yeah, shout out to Donoso. Shout out to man, everybody out there. I have footage of while I was out there. There was the school that I went to was a hip hop school. So they teach hip hop to kids. So from
Let me ask you this: when you walked in, did you go by Professor Owen or MC Owen?
I'm MC Owen. I'm Owen. And then the first thing I did, man, I swear, man, on everything. I have a tradition, and my tradition is like at every show. The first thing I say is when I say hip, y'all say hop. Hip hop, hip hop. When we say hip, y'all say hop. Hip hop. And these motherfuckers said it, and I have it on film on my fucking Instagram, and that's probably, I still look at that shit to this day. So in that room, there was a kid. He was a beatboxer, but he was the champion, the Swedish champion at 17 years old.
What the fuck, crazy?
This motherfucker, when I mean, bro, amazing. And then so I was talking about artist development while I'm out there and telling artists what they could do and how to maximize on their exposure and shit like that, how to get different cities and what I did to like get those in the first place.
Yeah.
So in between that, while I'm talking, I'm like, man, fuck that. I want to hear who's the best beatboxer. And he came up and we had like a fucking 30-minute cipher. I brought out the little kids. I did a cipher with the little kids and with the older MCs, and shit was dope. Shit, yeah,
That's
man,
dope.
on some hip hop. Like they about hip hop. Like, man, they filmed some shit that we were just in the hallway that was like, we were just in the hallway, but like you don't see the backside, and there's like everybody in the building is like, this was like, yeah, man, it was cool. It was cool. It was definitely a good experience, and even better that I got to take my twin brother. So
That's what's up.
yeah, you know.
Let me ask you this, man. Best way for cats if they want to get booked or if they want to work with you, production-wise, music-wise, shoot all that info out, brother.
Instagram. Hit me on Instagram, or man, if you hit me, I always check. Now not so often because I'll be working. I'll be working and I don't want to be distracted. I'll be telling you the truth. But if you leave something, I'll comment back. We're definitely gonna do a show. We'll probably do as a matter of fact, we can announce that. We'll do a free show, a donation show that all money, all proceeds will go back to whatever city that we want to do the charity for. I'm down to do.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, man. Look, man. At the end of the day, if you want to perform, let me know. No requirements, no pay to play, no fucking. Just come. I don't care. Like, not that I don't care, but I'd rather have genuine people that want to be there. Yeah. And that's how, you know, it's crazy. Like this, you know, every time I've taken a couple breaks in these 10 years, and in between the breaks, what I've noticed is certain things are what drive me. And this time around, I want the reason why we started, and that's the fuck pay to play, fuck ticket sales, fuck all that shit. Look, but not saying that an artist shouldn't be paid for, you know.
Yeah.
If you appreciate the artist, buy his merch, you know.
Yeah.
Put some money in his pocket. I don't have to tell you how much to put. If you have his Cash App, put some money on his Cash App.
Yeah.
Man, it don't have to be like that, but it has to be directly like that. Because when we leave these other companies or these other record labels to be the medium, then we get cut out. So the more that we are like the social media fan base knows, like, yo, you can just, if you fuck with me, you know. You can donate, and if you it's not about donating either. You like, I don't want you as a fan because I want you to donate. Like, no, I want you as a fan. If you like hip hop, if you want to see a progressive movement happen in LA through whatever, we're just trying to fuck with whoever wants to move.
Right on.
And we have, man, there's a lot of artists that are hungry. You know, Big Herc, he's one of them. You know?
Yeah, he looks like he could eat a lot too. He's always hungry.
Hell yeah! Don't leave your plate right in front of him. He's gonna snatch it. Yeah. Hey man, but for real, thank y'all for being the platform, because without y'all, man, we don't exist. For real.
No doubt, no doubt. Thank you.
You know, it's like, you know, the award ceremony. This is an award ceremony. Even though it's no fancy, but at the end of the day, for us, it's being acknowledged for the footwork that we've put.
Yeah.
And we don't have to be acknowledged because we already got the city to do that.
Yeah.
No, but
that's right.
But,
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. No, but it's honestly, I think my brother Big Hurt, because I would love have to come sooner. You know, we have a lot of shit where let's work on something for the future.
Yeah,
I've told everybody this every time, genuinely, and we like now. I mean, and now I just feel like it's different because I have a budget, and before I was throwing ideas at people with like fucking an idea of hope, and and hope.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need, homeboy.
You know, hey man,
need.
it brought us this far, and that's why I want to go back to that, because I genuinely, there's a lot of people that are in a position where I was, where they don't know what to do, what's their next step, and I would love for them to come over here and we could just tell them, yo, you can do this, look how we did it with this person, look how we did it with this person. But like, just be realistic. If you want to tour, no, everything's not free. If you want to rent a venue, if you want to be on the road, if you want hotels, if you want flights, like, you gotta be realistic. Like, some things you have to work for, and until you have that fan base where you don't have to work for that no more, then you will be paid with, you know, with what you deserve, man. And everybody should be paid, especially if they're bringing something to the table, you know.
Word up.
You know what I mean?
Last track we're gonna get into right here, Stages. Talk about that.
Stages, man. Probably one of the most favorite songs I made. There's stages, and we're talking about this. There's like beginner, novice, and expert, and you got to realize that everything, even when you were great, there's still greater level. So never let your ego blind you from knowing that, you know. And yeah, man, Stages, produced by 86 Incas beat,
Nice.
recorded by Noción Directa, and it's just me.
That's what's up. I want to say thank you very much for coming through.
Gracias for you guys, man. I appreciate y'all.
No doubt.
Whatever I could do, you already know, 1,000-fold.
That's what's up. I'm gonna hold you to that, dog. We got to record it.
Man, come on.
Best conversations happen when the mics are off right now. We're gonna talk now.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for coming through. I want to wish you the best
Gracias.
of luck with Do It For The Music,
Gracias.
with your music, with your touring, with your shows.
Yeah.
Thank you. Keep putting in that work, homeboy. Keep
Ditto.
supporting the culture,
Ditto.
man. We appreciate you. You were tuned in to This Is The Way Radio, broadcasting live from Hotbox Studios, Northeast Los Angeles. OHWHEN was just in studio. Last track, Stages. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
Tickettheory.com.
Whatever stage you in, expert know this hope beginning. Always under promise and always over deliver. Whatever stage you in, expert know this hope beginning. Always under promise and always over deliver. Whatever stage you in, expert know this hope beginning. Always under promise and always over deliver. Whatever stage you in, expert know this hope beginning. beginning, always under promise and always over deliver. I'm on some high like rooftop, the bump like jukebox. Stop me, you not, you goofies just like roof rock. Your chakra and moonshot, your foot with your proof now. Cross me do now, I've been manifesting this moonshot. Stone like Medusa, enlightened like Buddha. The great barracuda, summer the beach just like Luna. Loaded like a shooter, sick of the tumor in your medulla. I could care less whoever you think is cooler. Like glue, I stick to my practice. Push it towards the laws of attraction. I'm your point just like cactus. Fat chick, all my goals lined up like hat trick. That's it, that's it, that's it. Whatever stage you in, expert always hope beginning, always under promise and always over deliver. Whatever stage you in, expert always hope beginning, always under promise and always over deliver. Whatever stage you in, expert always hope beginning, always under promise and always over deliver. Whatever stage you in, expert always hope beginning, always under promise and always over deliver. I'll get us through this, don't worry. My thoughts earth shaky, plus they know worthy. Got bars that bang like demolition car derbies. So I don't have to show face like Robocop Murphy. To tell you what they normalize is so disturbing. They treat us like we so undeserving. Sicker than Michael Irving. They continue to overwork us like that's really a curry. Most will play the role out of mind, out of sight. They see you and then try to play that like riding the bike. Me and them ain't alike, they hold that spite. So don't try to weigh in unless you're trying to fight. Please do not try me. On my main message, I'm underlining my message of faith and sensei with the timing. All my boys with a good, do not eye me. Whatever stage you in, expect always over given, always under promise and always over deliver. Whatever stage you in, expect always over beginning, always under promise and always over deliver. Whatever stage you in, expect always over beginning, always under promise and always over deliver.